killed Granaushith. On the surface, it may seem unnecessary, excessive, morally wrong, and in normal circumstances, I would definitely agree. I'm not one to really want to impose harm on anyone. It may seem like a sort of vengeance towards him for what he did to me, but in truth, there is something far deeper to this that I never told anyone. Back when I was first rescued by Granaushith, I witnessed him try to create a virus that would disrupt the Tythran project. This attempt went well, staying under the radar as to its source, and it did cause some setbacks. But Dansha was not the type to give up so easily. She reinforced the code and made it even more difficult to penetrate. If anything, this just made her realize the vulnerable points in its infrastructure. Granaushith wasn't going to stop there either. He had some ideas in the works, but these ideas required more than what he had at his disposal. As such, he requested that I feign a distress signal in a remote location, hoping to attract a nearby Tythran. Well, the plan worked, and I managed to use my ability to snatch the victim out of existence and deliver them to Berg, as ordered. This Tythran ended up being Demeril. Granaushith explained to Berg that he wanted him to experiment on Demeril and figure out how this newer generation of Tythrans worked. This would allow the ability to not only gain an understanding to Dansha's work, but provide the basis for which Berg would ascend. Granaushith mentioned that once Demeril's code was cracked, he would use it to do exactly that. But it became clear to me Granaushith was becoming too invested in his quest to seek justice on Dansha and the Tythran project. The reality was that this new viral code would require a very special Tythran, one that was ascended beyond anything that existed, and would have the capacity to network itself to all Tythrans in the galaxy. And thus, Granaushith ceded the ambition for Berg to assist him in this by promising him this ascension, to give him the ability to be the Tythran that he was never given a chance to be. However, he would act as this vessel for the virus, which would not only eliminate all Tythrans in existence, but him in the process as well. But he didn't want to resort to that necessarily. Instead, this would allow Berg to become a bargaining chip, a way to finally reveal his feelings about the project to Dansha and have powerful leverage against her. And so, a choice would be presented. Either stop the Tythran project once and for all, or use his now unwavering command over all Tythrans to eliminate the Arctasians, and then the Tythrans themselves, completely wiping the slate clean. Granaushith needed a way to store and keep this viral code safe until the day Berg could ascend. And so he embedded this viral code into my databanks, where it would remain dormant till it was needed, safe away from anything else. So now, I have become a powerful asset in all of this as a result, which is why I had to ensure Granaushith was moved from the equation. When he was imprisoned for his actions, I knew he was crafty and might find a way out eventually. And with that, the risk of him trying to influence me again and being compelled to his control would mean that bargaining chip would once again come into play, and thus the threat of termination. I couldn't risk that happening again. We've all come this far, and I wasn't about to let Granaushith even have a sliver of a chance to carry out his plan. His intentions in the beginning were good, but unfortunately his obsession with stopping all of this made him into the very monster he wanted to defeat. It really is a shame for his story to end here, but because of that, our own can continue. However, the Arctasian star is still an issue for us, as it seems that Dawnshell may have something in the works herself. I feel that the librarian may very well be aiding in this cause as well. She realizes with Devado as an ascended Tithran, that would mean a big threat to her race and whatever plans she may have. We need to work quickly and hope we can follow these old breadcrumbs to the answers we seek. And with that, I have to keep this viral code a secret, lest I endanger the entire Tithran population. No one can know about it. Nobody. What is it? I definitely have some memories of this place. It all happened when I encountered the librarian. That's literally when I met a doppelganger of myself here. They were going on something about fate and hoping I don't do the wrong thing or something. I don't know. It was very, very strange. Interesting. Hopefully some good fates will come out of this, one would hope. We should head inside and see what we can find here. Seems awfully peaceful. Maybe a little too peaceful. Well, what curious manner of structure is this exactly? I'm not sure, but we should probably see what's in that hallway down there. Wow, shit. That thing is just massive. Absolutely massive. And there's... What is the nature of the intrusion? Intrusion? We're not looking to intrude. What is the nature of the intrusion? Well, we are in fact here for the probe that is supposedly located here, and we were hoping to get the information that's within. Hold no validity to me. You shall be eliminated. Oh, hell. This thing's a little insane. Guys, I think I have an idea. Guys, you're alright. What's going on? There's an ability I have that's allowing me to traverse the inverse. You can think of it as like the back rooms of reality. It's basically the void that allows me to access different pockets of reality and get around very easily that way. It takes a bit of effort on my part, but I think I can use it to get past the Guardian. Sounds like a plan to me. Let's do advice. I never really told many people about my ability. It's a very strange one. Basically, if I allow myself to focus, I can enter what's called the inverse. And the inverse is sort of the back rooms of reality. And from there, I can enter various pockets of reality. Sometimes these take me distances that are not too far, but then there are some that can take me great distances. But through this entire process, I have to remain focused. It's very much like holding my breath, I guess you could say. As long as I'm able to do that, I can remain here, or at least until I enter another pocket of reality. While I am in the inverse, time pretty much slows to a complete standstill. So this allows me the opportunity to do some things without having to worry about passage of time at all. And this is pretty much how I've been able to get around like I have. Not exactly sure where this ability came from, but it's been pretty useful. Especially now. But it does take quite a bit out of me to do it. So, it's not something I can just do whenever, but if it wasn't for this, I'm not exactly sure how we'd get past this Guardian. But thankfully, what we need is just mere moments away. Alright, let me see here.
Guardian protocol disabled.
Ah! losing my mind. Where was I?
Core access granted.
Hello, Vise. What are you doing here all alone? Who is that? I'm just a friend that has been watching you for quite some time and figured you could use a little bit of help. Okay, but who are you? As I said, I'm just a friend that wishes to help you see your full potential. It's unfortunate that you never did reach that when you were made. I can help with that. Look, I'm not exactly sure who you are, but I don't need your help at all. As you say, I just would hate to be in a situation later when things get far more dire than they already are and, well, you simply lack the capacity to help your friends. That would be really unfortunate to see them suffer because you never did unlock your full potential. But fine, I'll leave you be. It's just a shame that you had to miss out on such a great opportunity. Okay, that's gonna have to do. This data is just far too complicated for me to understand, so I'm just gonna transfer this to my databanks for later. Besides, it seems like if I stay here any longer, I'm just gonna lose my damn mind. I gotta get out of here. Okay. Eyes. You managed to make it back. Yeah, I made it.
Ah, really great to have you back.
It's good to see that you two are okay. The data within the structure was a bit complicated, so I had to transfer the information to my databanks. And this will give us an opportunity to review the information later on the ship, back when we get there. That's great to hear, and I don't know what you managed to do in there, but thank goodness you managed to get rid of that damn Guardian that's been harassing us this entire time. Really needed the respite from that damn thing.
Yes, any longer and we might have been in trouble, so thank you for that. But anyway,
I think we're done here. Let's get back to the ship.